The state of Alabama has always been famous for its college football, especially in the last 3 years as the BCS National Championship winner has come from this state. But there is one thing in this state that many might consider more important than a national championship title, and that is the Iron Bowl. Alan Fall of 99.1 says choosing between Alabama and Auburn is the biggest decision that one can make.
After I moved down here, you really have a choice. You can choose Alabama, you can choose Auburn. And as my dad kind of pointed out to me, he said, well, you don't live in Auburn, you live in Alabama. It's kind of the moment that you really start to understand just what the Iron Bowl is all about. And it's about that passion. It's about that feeling of dislike for the other team across the state.
The legendary matchup between the University of Alabama and Auburn University has been around since 1892 and is only getting more intense as the years go on.
I think it's always going to be intense, and I think especially with the success, anytime you're going to have one team have success and maybe it's not going as back and forth as it had in the past, whenever you see that kind of success, I think that's something that certainly does play into it as well, because people don't like to see their arch rival be successful.
It was not until 102 years after Alabama and Auburn's first meeting that these two universities found a way to help their state benefit from their competitive nature. But how could a state benefit from a football competition? First, you have to find the problem, and that problem in Alabama is one that many overlook: hunger. Henry Lipsey of the West Alabama Food Bank says hunger is a problem for tens of thousands of people in West Alabama.
We serve 9 counties in West Alabama, and that's the 9 counties that are generally accepted as being West Alabama. Part of it is in the Black Belt, and in those 9 counties, there are about 70,000 people living below the poverty line.
With the poverty rate so high, it seems obvious to hold food drives and collect money for the poor, but nothing could drive donations like a little competition between Alabama and Auburn. So, since 1994, this has resulted in another annual competition between the universities. Each year, both schools hold a food drive to see who can raise the most money before the Iron Bowl. Here at the University of Alabama, it is called Beat Auburn, Beat Hunger. And across the state to the east, Auburn's food drive is the Beat Bama Food Drive. Lipsey says this year's numbers were exceptionally high.
During the last food drive, which is 2012, Auburn won with 273,000 pounds, and Alabama came in second with 266,000 pounds. So you see, it's over 500,000 pounds of food that's raised between the two universities. And the beautiful part about it is there are no losers, really. Everybody wins.
With both schools' sights set on winning, it should come as no surprise that the two universities combined have raised over 3 million pounds of food for the people of Alabama. With each year in each Iron Bowl, this number will continue to grow as Alabama and Auburn continue to try to stomp out hunger. With TCF 333, I'm Jenny Carpenter.